When you grow old, people do not look down on you because of your age. They look down on you because you have lost the very things that once made you worthy of respect. I have seen many elderly people slowly forgotten by their own families, and I have also seen people with gray hair who could still silence an entire room with their presence. The difference lies in just 5 things. What I am about to share is not a theory. It is a true story drawn from real life. Many people spend their entire lives sacrificing everything for their children and grandchildren, only to wake up one day and realize that they are living like an extra person in the very home they once built with their own hands. Your words no longer carry weight. Your wallet is no longer under your control. And sometimes, your presence itself becomes a quiet pressure on your children. You begin to ask yourself, what did I do wrong? The truth is cruel, but honest. You did not lose your value because others took it away. You lost it because, little by little, you let it fall from your own hands. Happiness in old age does not depend on how filial your children are. It depends on what you still hold within your own grasp. If you feel lonely and insecure today, it is because you have lost the 5 treasures that protect the dignity of an elderly person. With these 5 treasures, you walk with authority wherever you go. Even living alone, you remain peaceful and free. Today, let us name these 5 treasures, the 5 foundations that allow an elderly person to live with pride, calmness, and without ever having to bow their head. The first treasure, a body you can still control. People often say that health is wealth. But in old age, health is more precious than gold, because gold is useless if you are confined to a bed. Gold means nothing if every step requires support, if every bite of food must be fed by someone else. At that point, money cannot buy freedom. The dignity of an elderly person does not lie in fine clothes or flattering words. It lies in the ability to dress yourself, walk on your own, and take care of your most basic needs. As long as you can take care of your own body, you remain the master of your life. But when the body collapses, dependence begins. And once you depend on others, even the most loving children, your self-respect inevitably erodes. There is an old saying, a long illness by the bedside wears away even filial love. It sounds harsh, but it reflects a painful truth of life. Children have jobs, financial pressures, and families of their own. If we neglect our health through careless eating and undisciplined living, we unknowingly place a burden on their shoulders that is too heavy to bear. True love for your children does not mean depriving yourself to save money for them. It means staying healthy so they do not have to worry about you. A healthy, clear-minded elderly person is the greatest blessing a family can have. When you are healthy, the home feels lighter, calmer, happier. You can go out, meet friends your age, enjoy the morning sun, instead of living among medicine bottles and hospital walls. So from today, be ruthless with bad habits. Do not hesitate to spend on nutritious food. Do not avoid movement just because your legs feel tired. And never ignore the warning signs your body sends you. This body is the only vehicle that will carry you through the rest of your journey. Treat it with respect. Cherish it as your most precious treasure. Because once this vehicle breaks down, you go nowhere, no matter how beautiful the world outside may be. To keep your body healthy is to preserve your freedom and the last line of self-respect in a human life. The second treasure, personal savings. For the elderly, money is not just material wealth. It is dignity. It is confidence. It is authority. When you have money, your words carry weight. When you do not, even your presence can become an unspoken burden. Consider the story of Mr. Suresh Kumar. He lives with his eldest son and daughter-in-law, but the atmosphere at home is always tense, like a lake hiding dangerous undercurrents. For decades, Mr. Suresh has followed the same routine. After breakfast, he takes his bicycle and goes out for the day, visiting friends, chatting over tea, passing time. While most people wait until old age to rest, Mr. Suresh retired from responsibility at 40. During his strongest years, he worked only half-heartedly. By 40, he abandoned ambition altogether in favor of leisure. Now at 65, he still spends his days roaming freely, helping neither with household chores nor responsibilities. When it is time to eat, the family must call him repeatedly. He offers no help, but once seated, he criticizes the food, compares his family with others, complains endlessly. One evening, exhausted after work, his son finally spoke out. "You want what others have, but did you work like others did? When people were sweating in fields and factories to build security, you chose comfort and leisure. Today we raise children and take care of you, your food, clothes, medicine, everything. You contribute nothing, have no savings, and yet you compare. Please, let us live in peace." Those words struck Mr. Suresh like a slap to his dignity, but the bitter truth was undeniable. He had nowhere else to go, and not a single rupee of his own. Laziness in youth had become a lifelong sentence of dependence. This story reflects a harsh reality. Children may love you, but they cannot respect a parent who never took responsibility for their own future. Without money, without contribution, parental authority fades naturally. So while you still can, work diligently. Save for yourself. Never assume your children will take care of everything. Your children's money is theirs. Your own money is your freedom. Every rupee you spend from your own pocket is a step taken with dignity. Keeping personal savings is not selfish. It is protection, a shield guarding the last remnant of your self-respect against life's storms. The third treasure. Speaking less. Words once spoken cannot be taken back. Gentle words warm the heart. Harsh words cut deep. Many elderly people make the mistake of using complaints to seek attention, because they feel forgotten, no longer central to the family. They criticize cooking, complain about late nights, and reopen old mistakes at the dining table. But place yourself in your children's position. After long, exhausting days in a harsh world, they return home seeking peace. If home greets them with constant criticism, will they still want to return early, or at all? True authority does not come from loud voices. It comes from knowing when to remain silent. A forgiving nod is more powerful than endless lectures. A gentle smile moves hearts more than anger ever can. When you speak less about trivial matters, your words gain real value. Remember, the mouth is the gate to the mind. If negativity flows out constantly, peace cannot remain within. An elderly person who speaks less and remains calm naturally draws people closer. Children will seek your advice willingly, because restraint signals wisdom. The fourth treasure. Letting go of pride. We spend our lives chasing reputation, and in old age, pride often grows stronger. We want successful children to boast about. We want appearances that impress society. But pride is expensive and exhausting. Ask yourself honestly, has public opinion ever fed you, healed you, or comforted you? False pride pressures children unnecessarily and traps us in performances for others. Letting go of pride is the beginning of real living. At this age, reputation is smoke, status is illusion. What matters is a peaceful meal, restful sleep, and harmony within your home. When you stop living for others' opinions, you gain a quiet grace no ornament can replace. That is true liberation. The fifth treasure. Knowing enough. The greatest suffering in old age comes not from lack, but from endless desire. More success for children, more achievements for grandchildren, no illness, total control. The more you desire, the more restless the mind becomes. After 60, learn to simplify life. Keep sincere relationships. Let go of unnecessary worries. A simple meal, steady breathing, a short phone call. These are blessings. Happiness is not having more, it is wanting less. That is true liberation. Old age is not the end of the game. It is the final chapter where we redefine our dignity. These 5 treasures, health, savings, restraint, humility, and contentment, exist to protect self-respect against time itself. Children's love is a gift. Self-respect is the root. Live an old age where you can look into the mirror and smile. Thank you for reflecting with me. May you hold these treasures tightly and walk the final stretch of life with calm, freedom, and pride. If any treasure spoke to you most deeply, please share it in the comments. Until next time, on a lifetime. That is true liberation.